Hey guys, I just wanted to say before this video starts, I'm very sorry about the way it's turned out, and you'll see what I mean when it comes to it. No Man's Sky is becoming an increasing pain to recording, to the point where the videos are unwatchable. I'm actively working on a solution to get it to work, but I haven't come across anything yet. I've edited this video in the best way that I can to take out the worst of the lagging, so we'll see how it comes out. Hope you enjoy. What on guys, Commander, and welcome to a new video on a No Man's Sky. Now, we are in a little bit of a different environment, and this is the command center of my freighter. Now, there's a reason why we're on my freighter, and the reason being is because the mission that we're doing at the moment, the First Traveler, is renowned in the No Man's Sky community from initial release to current present day for being extremely buggy. Now, I tried to record this before, and I was at my home base, but it told me to go to the space station and teleport to where Artemis is located. But when I got to the space station, the objective was set to my home base, and then you go to my home base, and you're basically doing the same thing in like a loop, in a circle. So I went on Google and had a look to see what the problem was, and it's just a general bug with this game. I don't know why it's not been sorted yet, but the way to solve it is to go through a black hole and basically relocate the mission to the system that you come out of it from in your black hole. So that's what we've done at the moment, and it's looking it's looking promising. The hollow terminus is somewhere down there, on a nearby planet. So we're not really. I just thought it'd be a better idea than just like starting the mission in my starship, which just start it on the freighter. So, I am saving up for. I've got 11 million units. I do want to buy a new freighter, but it's not the most necessarily needed thing for the time being. I have gone and spoken to Nada and Polo and given them like an update on my current affairs in what I'm doing at the moment. But as far as things like getting freighters and whatnot is concerned, it's not as much of an issue as trying to find Artemis. So we'll get on and do this. So first thing you need to do is you need to go to the hollow terminus. I've made the mind arc. It wasn't as hard as I thought to create, but it did take a bit of time. So what we basically got to do now is we've got to go to this hollow terminus, activate it, and see if we can use the mind arc to bring Artemis back to life. Right, anyway, activate holographic comms. Hollow terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmission. Yeah, been there before. Tune to Artemis. Right. Connor, you gonna go? Signal match detected. Artemis. Hello. Comfort Artemis. I attempt to comfort Artemis, telling him that everything will be alright. They turn to me with a wild look of panic, clearly not expecting my voice. Who is that? Who? Identify yourself. I tell Artemis that I am their friend, that I could not find them within the portal, but that I have found a way to restore them. I didn't think you would come back. You never gave up, did you? All these years. I've been here for 20 years, waiting for you to... You were going to find my star chart, weren't? Claim they'll be safe soon. Who is that? Who's there? Artemis repeats their words again, our conversation all but forgotten. They stare at me, their eyes painted, their mind trapped in an endless loop. They appear to have spent 20 years in this something death, I can't pronounce that, haunted by the aloneness and fear. If the stranger's device works, perhaps I can help Artemis move on. Use Mind Arc. I activate the Mind Arc. I do not know what to expect. Some show of light and fury. Some catharsis where Artemis emerges in the flesh, restored to life before my eyes. But it is not to be. One moment I see the hologram, the next there is nothing. The stranger who gave me these blueprints beckons over me. Their signal is still active. Null. Hello again. Travelers are a dream. An idea that we have some special place in this universe. Artemis had it. You had it. Apollo too. Though they would conceal it, even I had this dream long ago. We are countless, my friend, walking these worlds, yearning for friendship. No one wants to be alone, not truly. But the closer you get to others, the more you risk hurting yourself, hurting them. The deepest secret of the universe is not that of the glass, or the errands, or the progenitors. It is the final act, the decision to abandon those who need you. It is the primal sin, the foundation of existence itself. Go to the stars, traveler. Your friends wait for you. They will help you bring peace to poor Artemis. Return when you are finished. We have much to discuss. Okay. Bring Artemis to Nada. A copy of Artemis has been stored on the Mind Arc. Fly to space and summon the anomaly. Oh, so we've actually got Artemis. We've actually got Artemis in the Mind Arc. So it's basically we've managed to capture his mind and so is the Mind Arc like a storage of consciousness then? It's gotten used to playing No Man's Sky in VR, hopefully anyway. Also, I want to have a look at some of these different ships that people have gotten as well. Some of them I like that one I'm not a massive fan of. That one over there, that reddish one that looks a bit like mine but with bigger wings. Looks quite nice as well. This one's nice. That's a cool one. This one's a starship. That was actually like, it's the same size as mine, but it's very much like a different like scale. I think maybe, I don't know. That one there's nice. Anyway, right, we'll deal with the Nexus another time. Right, right, I need to go to Nada and Polo. Right, off your bottle. Bring Artemis to Nada. A copy of Artemis has been stored in the Mind Arc. Yeah, so is it like a consciousness storage, maybe? I don't know. Like I don't know. We've seen these sort of things millions of times before. Like I know what they are. Friend entity. Polo has observed your signal, but it was anomalous. The signature was from the wrong time. Are you well? Not incomplete. Not fading. Nada's visor light flares, burning with concern and distress. Reassure them. I tell Nada that I am well. My condition has not changed since I emerged from the portal. Nada relaxes, but a question still hangs in the air. I tell them about Artemis, about Null, and about the Mind Arc. The vessel glows brightly as I reveal it. It is Echo. I never thought to see a traveler's soul. You are so beautiful. But friend entity, this is Artemis Echo, is in pain, disconnected. This arc is no rescue. Ask for help. Artemis Echo will never have body again. Will never explore again. Old life gone, but we can help them. Nada has machine. Not machine. It is something living. A refuge. There is a choice. You may upload Artemis Echo to machine, to sub-simulation where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. Ask our simulation, ask if there is another way. Ask our simulation. I asked what life would be like inside of this simulation. Nada pauses for a moment, staring at me strangely. Nada tells me that Artemis would still feel a joy at the things that they experienced, but if they should learn of their fate, that they were alone, no longer real, unable to meet their friends, such knowledge may cause them great pain. You must choose. Upload them to machine, to sub-simulation, where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. Ask if there's another way. Nada shakes their head strangely, trying to adopt my own mannerisms. The gesture is appreciated, if disconcerting. So you have to decide. That's the only option we've got left anyway. Go. Speak to Polo, traveler. They will help you calibrate the machines, no matter what your decision. Whatever you do, I am proud of your compassion. You are a traveler friend. Okay, so this is basically between, we're basically either going to kill Artemis, or put him in a simulation where he's basically going to be basically in heaven. So he's either going to be alone or dead. That's basically what we've got to choose from here. Either death or heaven. But they could end up being in the same place anyway. This is I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Let's go speak to Polo. Nada told me what you need to do. Just know, friend, that we support you, no matter the choice. I'll prepare the machine. It is Nada friend's private refuge. Please treat it with care. Right, where do I need to go now? Oh no, I don't know. Like, do I? Because Nada was basically saying that if there is even if there's a minuscule little chance that Artemis remembers who he once was. This is the little thing that we've been on about before, that we've tried beforehand. If we try, if we put Artemis in that simulation, he could be back in the same position that he is at the moment, with all this suffering and pain and everything, and then he would want to die anyway, but he can't. He'd be living in eternal suffering. Oh no. The machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of the world long since destroyed. The craft is extraordinary. It is clearly tended to often, and with great love. I feel a whisper, Nada's faint hum over the speaker, as if they commune with the machine. The words on the panel unscramble themselves. Nada entity, authorization detected. Secondary simulation, right enabled. This relic is a simulation of her solar system, a prayer offered by an ancient Korvax to the Atlas, now reshaped at the heart of the anomaly. A single false solar system, so dear to Nada, it will act as a home for Artemis, should I wish it. Oh, what do I do? Do I allow Artemis to die, or should I upload him? If I upload him, there may be a chance, even though he won't be able to see me, there may be a chance that I can see him. I'm going to upload him. Upload Artemis to the simulation. A spark of blue light blazing through the air before me. It fades after a moment, disappearing into the depths of the machine. Nada tells me that it is done. For my sake, they will permit transmissions to and from the simulation, at least while the anomaly passes through safe systems. They'd warn me that Artemis will need some time to grow adjusted to their new life. Speak to Nada and Polo if you wish to return to space Speak with Nada and Polo if you wish to return to space when ready to continue. Like, I don't know what's best in that scenario. Like, maybe put him like in some form of heaven. Let's go speak to Nada and Polo and see what they say. I need to return to space anyway at some point, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, if somebody's badly suffering, do you let them live out their life, or do you kill them? You know, they're suffering really badly. You know, they're going to die anyway. Do you end their life, or do you just let them live on? You know, it's a really hard decision to make. Let's say hello to Nada. Artemis Echo, yeah, I know. He's just telling me stuff I already know. Right, let's go. Let's go back to my ship and let's go out into space and see what the next part of this mission is. Because we've basically saved him. I didn't want Artemis to die because basically the entire lot of what I've done, especially this past few episodes where we've been focusing on trying to find Artemis, but especially this past couple, the entire game story where we've got to try and find Artemis, it's basically just been a waste if I had let him die. Are you receiving? The holo terminus is showing. Available again. Your signal was... thought you were gone. It is a relief to hear Apollo again. It feels like we have not spoken in a long time. I try to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, the vast machine, the crimson orb. As I talk, I realize the memories themselves are unstable. I cannot form them in my mind. It was just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think I saw Atlas itself. You saw it. You met the Atlas. The Gek, the Korvax. They worship it as a god. I never thought it was real. Never thought. Are you alright? I can't imagine what you've gone through. It was just a machine. I tell Apollo of all the things the Atlas said, how it spoke of the Travelers and Sentinels as if they were protocols, not living things. The way it views us, the way it looked at me, I felt as if the life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. At least it didn't harm you. And I think there's something in what you've just said. The Korvax pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe them to be servants of this Atlas. We should investigate further. This machine will lead us to the Sentinel nest. We'll be rich before we know it. Talk of money is absurd. Agree. Say there are more important things. Talk of money is absurd. So I do want to do this, but I don't want to do anything that will stop me from doing it. So, but I want to get as much explanation to what I'm going to do before I actually do it. I suggest the talk of rewards is absurd at a time like this. The Atlas felt hostile, inexplicable in its motives and purpose, not to mention it all that it's happened since. I tell Apollo of Artemis's grave, and my encounter with the mysterious traveller, Null. I suggest there is more going on here than an opportunity to earn units. Artemis is dead? I don't... How? Who would... I know I made fun of them, but that was easy. They cared, they believed, and What happened to them? Where have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye, if I can. Tell him my choice. I tell Apollo that Null gave me a way of saving Artemis, to restore them to a form of life. Apollo is initially excited at the prospect of going to meet Artemis, but I explain the nature of what I did. I tell him that Artemis' soul lives only within a simulation, unable to go beyond. It is a long time before Apollo speaks again. Will they be happy? You did the right thing. You tried. Whatever you might be feeling right now, know that you are a good friend. I have to go through the portal and join you. That much is clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right address for the world of yours. Find a monolith. Search for patterns in the data. These things are machines, and we simply need to understand their code. So we go in to try and locate a monolith. So we bring in Apollo to our location now, I think. I don't know. It's quite like we basically saved Artemis as we can. I think the thing now is that we've got to try and bring Apollo back. You know, it's a weird thing. Like, again, like I said earlier, it's the thing of like, do you save somebody who's suffering? Do you save them? Do you keep them alive in like a shadow of what they once were, or do you kill them and end their suffering, knowing that if you keep them alive, there's a very high chance they're going to be in even worse pain than they would be if they were indeed dead? It's really weird. Like, you know, if I was, I knew I couldn't losing them, but I couldn't bear seeing them in pain either, which is really like weird. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A small alien life form kneels before me. They are tired, beaten, Without meeting my gaze, they offer up their hand. The name Gek floats in my vision, an echo of strange vision just experienced. The word of this alien tongue is seared into my brain. Yeah, this is just gathering the knowledge from the stones, because we haven't actually learned any Gek words yet. We've only been really learning the Korvax words. Right, let's go up here. Anomaly. 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 I see the stone of the monolith. It's unmovable, muted silver, and yet something lurks beneath. It is grey, yet not grey. A crimson calling out from somewhere below its cool surface. Right, where we gotta go now? Lighting detector. Okay, we gotta go to a portal. So where's that? Is that off planet? No, it's on the other side of the planet, which means you still need to go up into atmosphere, because otherwise we're gonna be traveling for bloody hours.